Hey there, party people. So we are on 1.5, human environment interaction. This is one of the 5 themes of geography, and we are nearing the end of this unit as well. So for this objective, you need to be able to explain how major geographic concepts illustrate spatial relationships. So this is almost a continuation or a growth of the previous one. The main focus has to do with theories regarding the interaction of the natural environment with human societies and how that has evolved from environmental determinism to possibilism. So let's take a look at what that means. So first we have cultural ecology. So this is the study of how humans interact or adapt to the environment. So there's 2 main theories, and these have evolved over time. We have environmental determinism, and then we have possibilism. So these are kind of like the 2 schools of thought in terms of how people interact with the environment, how the environment can influence people. So the first one here, environmental determinism. So this first came to being in the 18th century, and this is the belief that climate and landforms are the most powerful forces shaping human behavior and societal or cultural development. So just think about that term, right? Determinism. The environment is determining elements of human behavior, society, culture, and so on. So, for instance, here, right? Or another thing that unfortunately is true with environmental determinism is that there was a point in time where that was used to justify racism. So, the way that we saw that was that warmer climates tend to cause inhabitants to have a more relaxed attitude toward work and progress. That was kind of the thought, right, that people had at a particular point because of environmental determinism. So this led some people to believe that Europeans and those from more temperate climates were more motivated, more intelligent, and more advanced than those of warmer climates. So again, this doesn't necessarily always have to do with something as extreme as justifying racism, but even just how cultures develop, right? Like structures of homes and dwellings that people use their environments to create, right? Like using clay, using wood from trees, things like that. So overall, with environmental determinism, the environment determines or controls what can happen in these areas. This can include farming practices, agricultural practices. This can include the types of clothing, what is culturally and socially acceptable for how people dress, what they wear, what the clothing is made out of, and things like that. Then we have possibilism. So this is the more modern iteration of environmental determinism. This acknowledges limitations imposed by the natural environment, but this one focuses more so on human culture and how we can modify the environment and respond to the environment to better suit ourselves, right? Humans are very good at that, changing the environment for their own particular wants. So this is typically what we see more of now. So here's one example. This is Dubai. The Palm Islands were completed in 4 years, with each island using over 53 million pounds of sand and 12 million pounds of rock to create more land in this area, right? So this is humans overcoming issues of like needing more space, needing more land. So again, overcoming what the environment previously had determined. Things like dams, right? This is an image of the Hoover Dam located in the US. So this was used to supply power and water to Las Vegas, Nevada, which we all know is like super populated, super tourist destination, right? They definitely need power and water there because it's in the middle of a desert, right? So this is overcoming that environmental issue, right, of being in a desert. Another example, right? This has to do with agriculture and farming. So this is terrace farming. This was invented by the Inca in South America in mountainous areas. So this farming method allowed for cultivation of crops in these areas possible. You kind of have like these steps, right, that you see here to have that flat area to be able to grow things. This is also very much used in Asia and different rice growing countries. So again, kind of overcoming that difficulty, right, of the environment of being in a hilly or mountainous area. So that is it for 1.5.